In this video, we will discuss three very important statements in discrete mathematics. The first statement is universal statements. The second one is conditional statements. And the last one is existential statements. We discuss these statements one by one. So the first statement that we want to discuss is universal statement. So universal statement is that statement which is true for all elements in a set. As you know that the universal means something that is true for everyone in the universe. So we can write, it is true, this statement is true, it is true for all elements, for all elements in a set. Usually we talk about set in discrete mathematics since when we want to categorize different objects, then we talk about sets. So that's why we also associated this universal statement with a set which has some elements. In this case, it is statement which is an element of a set. So what are the key words for this universal statement? The key words are for all. For example, this is first keyword, and there can be many other keywords. For example, all, not for example, every, you may say that everyone in this universe, everyone in this planet, so all people in this world. So these are the keywords that appear in this statement, etc. You can make such keywords yourself as well. So what is the example over here? Suppose we write all positive all positive numbers are greater than 0. This statement is true for every person who is living on this universe. Either he is some country A, or maybe he is in some other country B. So this statement is true for everyone. And you can see the keyword over here which says that all. And what is the property of this number? It is always, the positive number is always greater than 0. This is universal statement. Now we talk about the next statement, which is conditional statement. Let me just copy that to save some time. So this is conditional statement. Now, first of all, we need to understand what are the keywords for this statement. As you can as you can understand that this is conditional. So it means that there must have been some condition in a statement, and if that condition is met, then the consequences can be discussed or can be drawn. So the key word over here is keywords. The famous keyword is if and then. It is similar to the computer programming, where in some programming languages you write if certain thing is true. For example, if x is greater than 0, then we can write y is x dot square, else y is equal to x cube. For example, x cube, and you write n over here. So it is a kind of this pattern that we follow in programming languages. So here, if is this statement, and then what it follows, if it is true, then it follows that y is equal to x square. If this is not true, then you have y is equal to x cube, etc. So for example, so it's um, in brief, I can write the definition. It says that, this statement says that if one thing is true, if one thing is true, then the other, then some other thing also, then other also has to be true, has to be true. For example, we have an example over here. If 378 is divisible by 18, then 378 is divisible by 6. So in this case, in this example, the first thing that we want that to be true, for example, this thing over here, if it is true, then this is also true. So this is the conditional statement. So in conditional statement, we have if then keywords. Now the last one is a bit tricky. It is existential statement. It just says that there is at least something that can be true. Not all the elements in a set. Maybe we can make some keywords over here. There is at least, first of all, the informal definition is there is at least one thing, there is at least one thing in which the property is true. So what are the keywords? The keywords are We have, for example, there exist. So it means that a of chunk of things, you can say that some of these exist. So there exists is a keyword. Then also some is a keyword. From a pool of something, you can write existential statement. At least, for example, at least one, that is the keyword, or particular object, particular is the keyword over here. So last example for this third statement is there is a prime number, there is a prime number, this is example. There is a prime number that is even. So what are the prime numbers? The prime numbers are 1, not 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. From these prime numbers, you can see that the first prime number, which is 2, it is an even number. So out of these all prime numbers, we have one prime number which is even. So there exists some number. So this was all about these three statements. Thank you for watching.